Welcome to my first live stream on YouTube. Can you guys go watch me on YouTube so I have more viewers?
Yep.
It's my first ever live stream on YouTube. I've done nothing fancy at all. Meaning now that I'm live, I'm like, wow, look at all these cool filters that you've got on YouTube. Oh, they've got the pop filter on YouTube. Why do I not only live stream on YouTube? Hello, there I am. I'm gonna do that filter. All right. Oh my gosh, this filter looks amazing. All right, calm down, Kat. It's not about the filter. Let's have a little chat about saying yes to what's inside of you. I am so excited. Maybe you guys can story me. Can you story me? Tell the world. I'm so excited for my first ever live stream on YouTube. And I'm so excited to have a little chat to you about saying yes to what's inside of you to create the business, the money, the love, why not? Let's throw that in. The energy and the life that you know is there for you. It's only what I love to talk about all day, every day. And obviously when you subscribe to my channel and participate in the community, I don't know what that means, then you can leave me comments in my community chat thing here on YouTube, then you know you're going to get ever more of that. Marcus, a friendly familiar face. Hello Mel, I saw you there as well. Yes, please do say hi, leave me a comment if you're here. Rachel, hello. Rachel is my amazing, what do we officially call you? YouTube director and manager and badass extraordinaire who is doing all the things behind the scenes to help me really create an epic presence on YouTube for you. And yes, she has been wanting me to go live for probably a year or 6 months, and I've been saying that I will, but it felt really hard. So now I've done it, here we are, and I look forward to some continued live chats with you here on YouTube. I'm just so grateful for, you know, everyone who's joined my channel and subscribed over the past months, as we have worked very, very hard, as you might have noticed, to really bring things up in the overall kind of look and feel and vibe, and just obviously the value of the content that we're putting together here for you as well. So please do leave a comment anytime here or over on the community board or on any of my videos, and let me know what you'd love to see more of, what you enjoy, any questions and so on as well. So I thought for the first topic here today on our first ever YouTube live stream, that I would just talk about something that is very, you know, dear to my heart, that's very much a part of my day-to-day, I guess, kind of messaging and what I talk about, and also something that I feel we can never talk about too much, which is the truth around saying yes to what's inside of you. That you get to say yes to what's inside of you. And indeed, if you have any sort of desire to create more money from soul and to really pursue the entrepreneurial journey of being a messenger, creator, leader, artist, etc., who does want to do things their way and who wants to get what's inside of them out into the world in a way that makes a difference, then I fully believe, and I've certainly proven in my own business and seen it proven in literally hundreds of my clients' businesses, that when you say yes to what's inside of you, this is when things really start to take off and fly. So I want to speak to two things relevant to that today. Firstly, I guess how a lot of the business world operates in any industry, in any area of business, but particularly let's speak to online business, is that for years and years there's been kind of a way of thinking around, well, this is what's required in order to create success. Thank you, Addison. And this is what's required might mean anything like, well, obviously you have to have the right things going on social media. You got to build your platforms properly. You got to maybe build all the platforms properly. You have to have the correct things in place for lead generation and to find, you know, those soulmate clients. You've got to market, you've got to sell, you've got to do your funnels in a certain way, you've got to do launches in a certain way, you've got to show up in a certain way, and you know, these are the rules of success. And I was teaching about this yesterday in detail in one of my programs in my amazing Rich Chick Mastermind, my membership program, and talking about the fact that probably 5-6 years ago, the pendulum really started to swing, and it was like everybody in the online industry thought and was predominantly buying into the idea that if you want to make money online and you want to make a difference and you want to get your work out there, then yeah, there's a certain way of doing things, and essentially these are the rules of successful internet marketing. I myself never really bought into those rules. I definitely bought into some degree and felt like, yeah, I need to be better at kind of doing these proper markety, salesy, sort of launchy things. And so I sort of persevered with that for a period, probably about 10 years ago. I have been around the internet block for a few years, for anyone who doesn't know. And if you are new to me and you don't know, then say hello, introduce yourself. Would love to meet you. But anyhow, yeah, I definitely went through that period of feeling like I have to, I have to follow these rules. I have to do better. I have to do it right. I have to market properly. I have to sell properly. I have to, really push myself to get that proper sort of way of showing up in the world. But deep down, I didn't believe it and I didn't buy it, and I kind of rebelled against it. And bit by bit, I figured out, actually, I get to do it my way. Actually, it's not just that I can maybe get away with letting my content out and even my sales and my marketing and even the way I deliver my courses out in a way that feels good for me. It's not just that I can get away with it. It's that when I say yes to what's inside of me, things open up. That's when things actually work. And bit by bit, I sort of extricated myself from the rules, and I'd love to know, I'd be curious to know, hey, Andrew, good to see you here. I'd love to know, is this something that you feel like has been part of your journey? Have you extricated yourself from the rules of online marketing and online business, or do you feel like you're still kind of under the thumb of the shoulds? That'd be a good title for a blog, wouldn't it? Under the thumb of the shoulds. And for me, it came down to this. I, bit by bit, got to this realization that even with my most, admired or revered mentors who I really respected and I appreciated and who were crushing in ways that I, at the time, was not yet crushing, financially and otherwise, I bit by bit realized, you know what, and this is a game changer, really hear what I'm about to say. You know what? I don't think that you know better than me what is right for me. I don't think that you know better than me what is right for me. And it wasn't about ego, about thinking, oh, well, I know better than someone who's clearly further ahead than me in business or who's making more money or has a lot of fancy things going on. It was just this simple realization that actually I don't think you know better than me. I don't think that you know better than me, even though you're further ahead with money, even though you're whatever, because at the time I was still relatively-ish early on in my online journey. I was actually already making multi-six figures during the period that I'm talking about per year. But, I sought out the mentors that were making a lot more than that. And I really wanted to be a good student of business. And I wanted to do what the cool people were doing and what the successful people were doing until I realized that I didn't want to do any of it, actually. And that deep down, I didn't believe that I had to. And so I started to back myself. And I then really took off with backing myself because, long story short, I drew a line in the sand, made a decision that no matter what, no matter the fallout, whether or not it actually worked, I was going to say yes to what's inside of me. I was going to start to do business my way because I realized that I didn't actually come into this game to make money, which is true. I came in as a blogger. I never tried to start an online business. That was something that came later and was kind of a natural flow and effect. But really what I wanted and what I was passionate about and what I knew my life was meant to be about was I just wanted everyone to listen to me. I just wanted to share what was inside of me. I wanted to write and I wanted to speak and I wanted to get my message out there. And I kind of got to this line in the same moment of realizing, well, which way am I going to go? Am I going to continue to go the pathway of I should do better at doing these things that don't come naturally to me, that I don't really want to do, that I don't find fun and that I deep down don't believe I have to do, but yeah, I should give my life to try and get better at that? Or am I going to opt out, unsubscribe, no thank you, take me off your list of, telling me how life should work, and I'm going to go the other path. I'm going to go the path of whether or not it works and whether or not it makes me money, I will start to say yes to soul, and I will not only do that conceptually, but I'll do it down to the nitty gritty of my sales, my marketing, my messaging, my delivery of my products, all of it. I'm going to do business from that. And even if it never makes me another cent again, that's what I'm going to do because I know that I'm meant to share this message and I know I'm meant to share it in the way that I'm meant to share it, however it comes out. And I really meant it when I said I was prepared to go all in on my writing and speaking, whether or not it made me another cent. I was just done, And I realized there's so many ways to make money. I can go be a personal trainer again if I want to make more money, if it doesn't work. But it worked. My business blew up. Within a year from then, from that point, I had my first 100K month and I've never looked back. My coaching business online consistently has made multiple six figures per month for over 100 consecutive months now. Pretty cool, right? And never deviated. And the foundation of that has been, I say yes to soul. When I say yes to what's inside of me, life says yes to me. I had it tattooed onto my ribs in my own handwriting a couple of years ago, just to remind myself. And really because it's just one of the things I just so deeply believe and seek to live by. So anytime, and even with my team, my amazing team here, Three of whom are with me at the moment in the house. Even with my team, you know, we just all kind of know, like if something's not, if we're not sure about something, particularly with those people who I kind of communicate with daily more often and help me make decisions, if we're not sure about something, well, ultimately, let's stop even thinking about it and talking about it, and let's come back to, what does soul say? What does truth say? What does intuition say? And if you're not sure, well, learn how to connect in. Keep following my channel, subscribe so you don't miss anything, comment, participate, and I will teach you more and more ways to be in that connection and conversation with your true self. But I feel like the pendulum then swung, you know? And I want to speak about this because I think it's a really relevant thing that's going on right now. And I did teach on this in detail yesterday in the Rich Chick Mastermind. I'm just going to speak about it for a minute or so now. I feel like bit by bit, people gradually started to give a big, you know, middle finger to the whole industry of so-called rules and realized, actually, many people realized, some people haven't realized yet, no, I don't need to do all that. I can say yes to what's inside of me, and it's about the energy, and it's about the vibe, and it's about how I feel, and it's about following the flow, and it's about doing what I really want to do and saying what I really want to say and doing it my way and all those things, which are true. Except I feel like over the past few years, it swung almost like so far in the other direction that now there's actually a dearth, a lack. There's a tragedy around the fact that many people are sitting around focusing on the energy, the vibe, whether or not they feel like it, and what they think they need to be in terms of whether they're being spiritually or, you know, supernaturally or whatever enough, and they're not actually doing the work. At the end of the day, if you're a business, you still need to be marketing, selling, communicating to your clients, taking care of your clients. These are fundamentals. It's just that the fundamentals get to be taken care of in a way that's aligned for you, in a way that feels right for you, in a way that you back and feel and own and that just makes sense. But yeah, if you're sitting around all the time like, well, you know, I energetically whatever, and so therefore I still haven't sold anything all year, I mean, don't be surprised if you're not getting paid. Yesterday, somebody asked in one of my groups something about why she's not making money yet or something like this, and kind of shared some background about, like, she hasn't had the download yet. And I was in one of my little abrupt frank moods that I get in from time to time, and I just said something like, well, I suppose it would probably be easier to get paid if you're actually selling things. Like, hello. So I feel like it's gone too far the other way. And that's just normal. That happens in every industry. But what we want to do is we want to be in the understanding that, of course, I get to do it my way. I get to say yes to what's inside of me. And if I'm a business that wants to be, well, I'm not a business. If I have a business that wants to be open for business, then most likely I should be offering things for sale. Most likely there's going to be some way that I'm marketing, messaging, communicating, however that is. And I hope that it comes from all of the right places and spaces, energetically, spiritually, supernaturally, you name it. But do the freaking work, yeah? So, some simple takeaways for you. As I've said for years, what you feel inside of you is real. It's always been real. It will never change. The way you wish it could be, really hear this, because the way you wish it could be is the way that it will be when it's working. Write it down. What do I just wish it could be? How do I just wish my marketing could work? How do I just wish clients could come to me? How do I just wish I could sell? How do I just wish I could, you know, feel about my body, my relationship, you name it, all the different areas. And really notice those little signposts from soul that are telling you, hey, this is the blueprint for you. But also be freaking honest with yourself and be accountable. It's not going to be aligned for you to spend your life sitting on the couch eating Doritos waiting for the download to hit you and then, oh, well, I guess I was supposed to make a difference and make millions of dollars and impact and change the world, except they never got the download and the Doritos were too salty. So I just couldn't get up. And many people live their life that way. It's, you know, silly, funny example or whatever, but they do. At the end of the day, one of the reasons that I make the money I make in this particular business is because it's a business that's open for business. I'm not available for not selling. I'm not available for not giving value. I'm not available for not communicating. I'm not available for not messaging. And so it's not about me. Get me out of it. If I've got stuff going on that makes me feel like, I can't and I don't want to, of course I'll address that. But my business can thrive with or without my vibe being, you know, part of the conversation. That's a bonus. That's awesome. But I can address that separately. Really hear this for yourself. Really understand it. Really ask yourself, what would I be doing differently if I was saying yes to soul? And if I was saying yes to letting my business live and thrive in the way that it's meant to. I don't have to choose. I don't have to be over in one extreme or the other. leave me a comment. Let me know what spoke to you today, what you would like to see more of on YouTube, what you love to really consume on YouTube. We really want to create epic content for you here and find, you know, the best ways to make this a platform that is a little different to my other platforms and that does have some unique specific stuff. So if you're somebody who loves to consume on YouTube, yes, do let me know. Do leave me a comment. Do hit subscribe so that you don't miss out on an upcoming live stream or a new video or a new episode. We've got some really exciting things coming up for YouTube here. We're in a bit of a transition period with shifting to a new way of doing our video and our filming. We also have our amazing commercial space, our warehouse production space, and filming space nearly going to be ready within the next maybe month or so. So we'll be filming out of there and working out of there with the team a lot as well. And so lots of cool things. And also just want to give a little shout out to my brand new workshop, which I'm not launched yet. I've not launched yet. So you guys will be the absolute first to hear about this. I did mention it in my Rich Chick Mastermind yesterday, but it wasn't ready. Now it's ready. I'm going to launch this later today, but I'm running a brand new live workshop next week. It's going to be on Tuesday, my time, Monday, US time. It's called All Roads Lead to Money Flow. Because I had this revelation around the fact that I've really set my business and my life up in such a way where regardless of what I'm doing or not doing, or whether I'm showing up or not showing up, or whether I'm in the vibe or not in the vibe, all roads lead to money flow. And this is why we can consistently depend on a minimum multiple six-figure per month income in the coaching business, regardless of what's going on with me, because I've set things up that way for years. So I'm going to run this one-time live workshop next week. You can check it out at thekatrinaruthshow.com/all roads lead to money flow. Rach, if you're still on, maybe you can pop that into the comments for me. So thekatrinaruthshow.com/all roads lead to money flow. Going to be an epic workshop, really talking about the practical realities, of course from soul, but from doing the freaking work that's meant to be done, of what you get to set up in your business, so that regardless of what you're doing or not doing, every day, every night, all roads are leading to money flow in what you're creating, and that it's coming from the right place for you and your people. This is going to be an epic one-time event. It's a very doable investment to be part of. Really got some cool points that we're going to be covering, and an opportunity to be on Q&A hot seat with me and have me personally kick your butt into alignment and ever love an ass kicker as well. Check it out at thekatrinaruthshow.com/all roads lead to money flow. We're not officially open yet, but the page is ready, so it's open. It's just not been advertised as of yet. You're the first to hear about it. Have an epic rest of the day or evening wherever you are in the world. Do not forget, life is now. Press play.